I'm Peter Miller, Arkansas car and truck accident attorney, and usually I talk about things having to do with car and truck accidents. But today I'm going to tell you about this hat. This hat is 100 years old, and it belonged to my father's father. When my father's father was a young man, he and my grandmother got married, and they were fairly wealthy at the time, and they decided to go to Europe on their honeymoon. And as was the custom in those days, he took her on a ship like the Titanic, and people would dress up for dinner, and so this was the hat that he would wear when he would be promenading on the ship going to Europe. Well, when they returned from Europe, she was pregnant, and she was pregnant with my father. But shortly afterward, there was this influenza epidemic that killed many people in America, and my father's father died. In fact, he died before my father was born. Well, my grandmother took the hat, which was in a leather hat box, and she put it in the box, and she put it up in her closet, and she left it there. Years passed, and my grandmother died, and my mother got some of her stuff, and there was this box, the hat box, which she didn't open because the hat box was kind of decaying, and so she put it in a plastic bag, my mother, and she put it up in her closet. Well, years later, when my mother died, I opened up this plastic bag, and in it was a leather hat box, and in the leather hat box was this hat. But what's remarkable about this hat is it is 100 years old. It's from 1914, and it looks brand new. It was probably worn 3 or 4 times by my father's father. And inside it says, Young Brothers, New York. It's from New York, and it's got my father's initials in it. It's got a little hole in it, you can see, for air. So that, so anyway, that's the story of the hat. And I guess you're wondering, does it fit me? No. My father's father must have obviously had a smaller head than I do, because it doesn't fit me. But I guess if I wore it this way, it might look sort of cavalier and cool, sort of. But anyway, that's the story of my father's hat. If you have any legal questions, give me a call. I talk to people all the time. I like doing it. So give me a call and have a nice day.